So today, I was in my local Salvation Army, and I found Risk. This copy of Risk, which I wasn't particularly interested in, except for the fact that it was $5, $4.99. So I couldn't resist, and I had to take a look and see what's the big deal with this game. So let's take a look at what's inside. FAQ on cardboard. Okay, I guess that's supposed to sit in the box and brace the other components, but it's just sitting in there. That's kind of interesting. They published the FAQ on that. There's the rule book, which, yeah, it looks like a little Milton Bradley game rule book. It looks like the kind of thing you would see for, I don't know, Monopoly or something like that. Oh, I guess this is Parker Brothers, right? Yeah. That's right, Parker Brothers. Hasbro. Who's Milton Bradley owned by? I don't know. Are they also owned by Hasbro? I think so. Anyways, I guess this is a Parker Brothers game, so not sure what this is. Old dirty piece of cardboard. That's nice. All right, but I did take a little peek in the box at the store just to see, you know, roughly what was in there. And I saw that they have the cards elastic band here with this produce. So it's probably like a nice lettuce in here, or something like maybe a broccoli, actually. 4060. If anyone knows grocery store codes, you can tell me what that is. But yeah, I did see that it has all of these miniatures in here and the trays. So counting them up, it looks like there's 6 trays for, I think, what is it, a 5-player game? Oh, it is 6 players. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, 2 to 6 joueurs, because I have the, this copy was obviously produced in Canada. It's got the French text. Yeah, but the miniatures are kind of cool, right? I like, it even says on the box, contains 360 miniatures. That's nice. I mean, that appeals to me. Gotta love huge amounts of minis. Got these Napoleonic looking figures here. I mean, they're not too detailed, but still, they are pretty cool. Definitely cooler miniatures than something you would see in a more boring board game. Not a war game. Colored D6s. 2 colors. I don't know how many you actually need. Are these... Is gray a separate faction? I guess they are, because there's 6 players, so... I don't know who's going to want to play gray, but some incredibly boring player will really appreciate the gray pieces. I like how the gray pieces are all contained in this box while all the other pieces are scattered. Like, you can tell just nobody wanted to play the gray pieces. Doesn't really surprise me. But let's just get these other pieces out here and we can count them up later. Perhaps see what's missing, but if I had to just look and eyeball this, do I think there's 360 there? I don't know. Like, how many do I think are in here? Maybe less than 50. So there's 6 packs, right? So there's 360. So it should be 60 miniatures per pack. So I guess that could be 60. Yeah, I mean, it looks like really most of the miniatures look like they're here. So we'll see what we're actually missing later on. But yeah, if this game was 10 or 20 bucks, I probably wouldn't have bought it, because really I've only ever heard negative things about Risk. I mean, it is kind of a legendary war game from the 80s, and a lot of games that I like are based on it, like Axis and Allies and Shogun and many other war games. A lot of those games were trying to improve on Risk, what people saw as the flaws or shortcomings of Risk. But yeah, I've only ever heard people talk trash about it, especially like my dad obviously owning Axis and Allies and me being really fond of that game. He always basically explained to me that Axis and Allies was like Risk, but if it had strategy instead of just dumb luck. So that's kind of the trash people talk about it. Just that it's a game based on luck and just rolling dice, and people use stupid tactics like fortressing up in Australia, and you can never beat them or take them out of there. Or the random luck of the cards and dice or something like that. But it's also funny because a lot of non-war gamers, like just casual board gamers, they'll like talk up Risk as if it's this huge epic experience, and like some people really praise the game, so I don't actually know what to think. I've never really examined the rules or seen it played or watched a playthrough or anything like that. I've only ever heard of this game, so I have no idea if it's actually good or not. But let's have a look at the board and we can judge it based on that. Okay, so the board looks like shit. And this copy's ripped in India, which is too bad, but maybe we can glue that down and improve that. That's not too bad. Overall, the board's in good condition, I would say. But the art looks like shit, that's for sure. The map looks like shit. What even is this? Is this supposed to be America? Is this supposed to be Canada and Alaska? What is this? This is an abomination. And here's... Okay, I don't even want to comment on how bad the geography of this map is. That's hilarious. There are way less spaces than I thought. Wait, this whole part is just Ukraine? Wait. Okay, I can see why anyone who likes historical war games would just absolutely despise this game. That makes sense. Okay, I think this particular copy, I did peek at the bottom of the box. Okay, this says copyright 1998. So Hasbro Canada, and I have no idea what edition this is. I know this is base Risk, I guess. But as for the particular edition of this game, I don't know. I think it came out in the 80s, right? Does it say on here? It says Risk leading the world in military strategy games since 1959. Ooh, wow, really? Okay. I always thought this game came out in the 80s, like the way people talk about it. I just hear stories, I guess, of people playing it in the 80s, but apparently this game came out in 1959, and this copy is from 1998. So that's kind of neat. Like I said, yeah, people talk a lot of shit about this game, and if it was 10 or 20 bucks in the Sally Ann right now, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But it was $5, which seemed like a good enough deal, and really I should get some exposure to this game and play this game. I mean, it really is a legendary game, I guess, in the sense that it inspired so many games that I play and love, like Axis and Allies and Shogun and many other area control board war games with heaps of miniatures on the table and dice that are rolled to, you know, great frustration when all your plans turn against you on a crappy dice roll. So I guess these trays are also basically useless because they don't provide any sort of organization for your pieces. So I guess all they really do is just contain the colors within the box, which I suppose is something. But let's have a look. I mean, overall, I do like these miniatures. I mean, look at this. Look at this Napoleonic cavalry with his shako. I think that's what you call those hats. And He's got his little accoutrements on the side of his horse, like his pack of water, like water skin, I guess what you call that. So yeah, you got all the Napoleonic troop types represented. You got the cavalry, you got these infantry, and of course, the cannons, which should be your favorite. If it's not your favorite, then, well, I don't really know what's wrong with you, but I can't help you. I'm thinking maybe these army green pieces are kind of nice, but maybe they do look a bit too much like modern military men. So I think my favorite have to be these blue pieces because they just remind me of the French. So now I feel like I'm really commanding Napoleon's troops into battle when I'm playing these blue pieces. So I'm going to hope that the blue pieces are well represented and not missing too much. But yeah, let's have a look at some of these cards. So is this all just one deck? It's just one deck of cards, right? There's just there's no separate cards. Oh, there is. Wait, are these? Oh, no, it's just turned upside. Oh, no, okay. So these are mission cards, right? So mission cards. These ones are turned upside down. Are there two different sets of them or what? There's 6 here and 5 here, so I don't think so. Oh, did they say destroy all the blue troops? So I guess some of these you have to play only when the certain colors are being played. Destroy all red troops. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, these cards look like they're in decent condition, actually. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could kind of tell which one's which, maybe if you played this game 1,000 times and studied the cards, but look at the centering on this. What? This is garbage. This is like all the way off center. It's practically almost cut off there on the side. I guess they're all like that. Conquer the continents of Asia and Africa. Okay, so I'm guessing that, right, so we have the continents, they're colored. So we have blue as Europe. Green is Asia. We got brown as Africa. There's a lot of, actually, like, these 3 colors are all very similar, so that's kind of interesting. And then Australia, this is like a completely different color, isn't it? Like, I mean, what, this is pink? Like, is Australia its own thing? I guess it's part of these islands in Australia. That's another continent. That's Oceania or something. Where does it say that? Let's see. 24 territories, blue troops, Asia and South America, red troops, gray troops, Asia and Africa. I don't see any. North America and Africa? I don't see any. Oh, here we go. North America and Australia. So Australia is the continent. All right. I don't know my continents. Somebody who knows geography can explain to me what a continent is. Let's take a look at... Oh, this is a mission card as well. Okay, what's this one? Black troops. Okay, let's see if all the colors are represented. That's a quick test, right? So we got blue, gray, red, yellow, green, and then black, right? So, okay, all 6 colors are represented, and then there's 6 more missions. So I assume that is the complete mission deck. And then the rest of these are what? We got pictures of different troop types, different locations. So what is this one? Are these ones good? Like, they have all 3 troop types. That seems good, but they don't have a location, so... Oh, yeah. The brave Canadian cavalry. The brave cavalry of central Canada. I don't know. Does Canada see a lot of action in this game? Oops. All right, so for the most part, we got pictures of territories and pictures of different troop types together. So that looks like basically what this deck is, right? Very interesting stuff. Okay, like I said, no idea how this game works, but we can learn it together. So there's the cards, there's the mission cards. I could probably count up the cards themselves and then we can really inventory this game, but maybe we should just first have a look at the instructions and see if there is an inventory. Oh, this is French. Okay, so French side, English. All right, so all the dice are here. 5 dice. Wait, this says 3 red and 2 white. But there's 2 red and 3 white. Is the book wrong or are the dice wrong? I think it's a good chance either. So let's have a look. What else is there? 56 cards, 6 armies, which we already know there must be 16 miniatures per army because there's a 360 in total. It says right on the box. The game board. All right, so I mean, all the components are essentially here if we just count up the cards and the miniatures. 10 cav, or wait, 10 artillery, 5 cav? Oh, infantry are worth 1, I see. Cavalry are worth 10. Cavalry are worth 5 and artillery are worth 10 infantry. Okay, but how many of each piece are there? Does it say that? I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe it's in here, but we can figure that out later. I'll take a look at the full rules and do a review later. Oh, it looks like there's two-player rules. Okay, that's interesting. I never really heard about that, but maybe that's always been a thing? I don't know. Somebody tell me if that's always been a thing. And then there's a shorter game. Okay. Oh, secret missions. Okay, so maybe this is a variant, actually. Maybe there's actually different variants in this game. And then there's, like, house rules, perhaps. Okay. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if those additional rules and variants have always been in the game or if they're particular to this edition, but we can find out. So I'd say there's 56 cards. Let's just count them up real quick. So go groups of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 44. So are we missing 10? Or did I just count wrong? No. This says there's 56. So we might be missing a few cards. So we might have to do a full card inventory later. But for now, maybe let's just separate out the pieces. And we'll see what's what. This is going to take a little while, so I'll probably pause here. All right, so I've completely separated and organized the pieces, and I have the armies of the world arrayed for battle. And now I have a much better idea about what the inventory of components should be for this game. So the blue and the green sets both have 60 pieces, which means that they are complete armies. And I'm quite happy to see that all of the cavalry and artillery pieces are represented for every faction, so they are complete. But it looks like a few of the factions, well, black, yellow, red, and gray, are missing at least some infantry pieces. I'm not actually sure what a complete set of infantry pieces is for the game, like if they give you extra miniatures for infantry or not, but I'm sure that missing them has a minimal impact on the game compared to if I was missing some cavalry or artillery. And the game also came with this disgusting piece of plastic that it looks like a dog chewed on or something like that. No idea what that is. Absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna wash my hands. I thought that it might have been a black cavalry piece, but all of the black cavalry pieces seem to be represented. So that's great to see. And I also figured out what's going on with the cards. So I have 44 of the regular risk cards, and there's 12 cards in the mission deck. So that makes 56, which is what the rulebook mentioned for the risk cards. It just didn't differentiate between the regular cards and the mission cards. So overall, I think this is a pretty complete set. I have all of the cavalry and artillery pieces for all the factions, as well as most of the infantry. The rulebook and cards are a complete set. So overall, this game looks like it's in pretty good condition, and I would think that $5 is a pretty good deal. And honestly, now that I've got the armies arrayed for battle, it actually does make me kind of excited to play this game. But what do you think? Is this a good game? Is this a crappy game? Is it fun? Is it just dumb luck? Have we moved on to bigger and better war games? Or do you enjoy this game for what it is, as a legendary piece of board wargaming history? Or is it better off sitting on the shelf in the Sally Ann? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching the video, and please like and subscribe to Reality Wargames.